Hey guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. I'm Ineshwar. Hope you all are doing good and safe wherever you are. So today's agenda is how we're gonna call an Azure function app inside an Azure Data Factory service. So basically, we will create some serverless endpoints inside Azure, which is in the form of Azure functions, which can be again there are different type of Azure functions which can be triggered by different means. It can be a queue triggered, HTTP triggered, time triggered, or else it can be of some blob triggered. So we have different kinds of triggers. So we're gonna create an basic HTTP triggered based Azure function, and we're gonna trigger that by using Azure Data Factory service. So today's agenda is that I will start creating everything from the basic, and I will show you how we're gonna create everything inside the Azure portal. So let's get started. Let me start my screen share. Okay. So as I mentioned, we need basically an Azure function. So this is gonna be an HTTP triggered. Then we gonna create an ADF, Azure Data Factory service. Then inside this Azure Data Factory service, we're gonna create linked services, which is Azure function related, Azure function linked service, and we're gonna call that inside a pipeline. So we need a pipeline. So these things I will be creating live on the Azure portal, and I will show you how to work on this. So if while going through this, if you have any questions, please feel free to add comments, your questions in the comment section. And if you have any kind of feedback, or if you want to, uh, if you want me to create new videos on certain topics that you are very much interested, you are always free to add those details in the comment section. I will go through them and will try my best to come up with those sessions. And I just need your support. You please subscribe to my channel and hit that notification so that you will get notifications whenever I post new video. So let's get start first. So I need a resource group inside which I will be having this ADF service under the function app. So let me create that. So the region I'm going to select it as the central India, which is nearest location. Then just create this. Okay. So this resource group is created. You can see all the uh, sorry, you can see the resource group which has no resources right now. So let's create the resources. So we need a function app. So let's create that. So the function app name, I'm going to put it as I'm in Azure FNC. And I am going to create the very basic .NET one. We can create any one for the testing, but I'm choosing .NET. Then the rest of the things, I believe, so whenever we create a function app, we need some storage account. So let's just create that with the default values. Operating system, I'm keeping it as default, which is Windows. And in the action plan, I'm going with serverless, which is consumption plan, not choosing the other two. Networking, keeping that to be the default. Inside monitor, I don't need this app insights to be enabled. So I'm going to disable them for now and review and create. So this will create a function app for me. So once this is ready, I need data factory as well. So let's create that alongside data factory. So let's create this. So again, the region. So I need a data factory. So again, I'm putting the name as I'm in Azure ADF and git enable to be later. So for now, I'm just not going to configure this git. So I have created a particular video how to enable this Git on Azure Data Factory. You can always check that in my playlist for ADF. I will keep the link in the description as well for this. And keeping the rest things the default, I'm going to create this ADF. So when you see this, it is showing the validation passed message. So this means actually what happens in the behind is there is a policy engine that will be working on this details that I have given, like the on the subscription resource group, what region I have selected, what is the naming convention, all these details. And I will have some kind of policies that will be defined inside this Azure. If those policies are met, then only this validation will be passed, or else this will say that error. Let's say I want to restrict people from creating some resources inside central India. I can just create some policy for that. So I have created one video where we can create how to create Azure policies and how to assign them to a particular scope. I have a video that in my playlist as well. So for now, this validation is passed. So let's just start creating this service as well. So when I just go to this resource group now, let's see. So I have here this storage account, then the function app and the app service, which is the consumption planned one. And this ADF is also deployed, so it will take a minute here. So once I have this, I can create the pipeline and the linked service inside this ADF service. Meanwhile, what I would like to do is I will create an HTTP function inside this function app. So to create that, you can use actually Visual Studio or Visual Code, but for demo purpose, I'm going to use this portal based function. So you can directly come here and you can select functions. It's just taking a minute. Let me refresh and come back. Yeah. So you can click on these functions and here you can add one new. So new. So as I mentioned, we will be having different type of triggers for a function. So these are the different templates: HTTP, time triggered, queue trigger, service bus triggered. So based on our requirement, we can select any one. So our requirement will be a HTTP triggered, where we can just call this endpoint inside the ADF. So I'm going to create a HTTP triggered one. I'm putting the name, which is ADF endpoint. Then the type of authentication, you can select any one of these three, like the function or the anonymous or the admin. So if you select function, whenever you calling this endpoint, you need to pass a code that will be generated for each function. So I will show you that code as well. So let's just create this. So this is very basic function that we have here. So this is created. So as I mentioned, for this, you will have an endpoint. So you can always get that endpoint by clicking this get function URL. So you can just copy this and put it in the notepad for future reference. So as I mentioned, we will have a code as we have selected the authentication to be the function. So this is your code that you need to pass in order to run this function. So let's just test it out on the portal first. So basically, it has the boiler code. If you look at the boiler code, it will accept the request, and in the request, it is looking for the query parameter, which is name, or else it will just check that the name parameter in the body also. So we can either go with the get request or post request. So let's just test this out with the post request. So in the body, we're gonna pass this name key value pair. So let's just run this and you will be able to see a response in the logs here. So once this is completed, you can see the message saying, hello Azure, this HTTP trigger is successfully executed. So this Azure, you are getting it from here. So if I change here, I'm in Azure, something like that. So this will run and show you that message. So it says, hello, I'm in Azure. This HTTP function is executed successfully. So we have the endpoint. So we're going to use this endpoint inside ADF. So let's go to the ADF service. So we're going to use this ADF Studio to create that pipeline. So as I mentioned, we have created the function app, and inside the function app, we have created HTTP trigger, and we have the ADF service as well. So we need a linked service for Azure function, and we need a pipeline inside which we're going to use this linked service. So let's just create this linked service first. So it's just taking some time. Okay, just taking some time. Okay, let me try to refresh everything. I don't know why this is taking this much. So you can actually use this adf.azure.com endpoint also to directly go to ADF Studio. So it is asking my details. So let's just enter them. I'm sorry guys, it's just taking some time. So well, it will ask you for the ADF, the directory, then the subscription, then the data factory in Azure Data Factory service. So I have selected that. So you will be able to see that my service is completely empty without any pipelines and data sets. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a linked service first, which is Azure Functions. So it will be okay. It is not just showing up here. Acha, it will be okay. It has to be. It will be under the compute. So not under the data store. It is not a storing component. It is a compute component. So it will be under the compute. So you need to select this Azure function, continue. Then you have to provide your URL here. So which is you need to select the subscription, then the function app URL, and you're gonna pass your function key. So which is the code that I mentioned earlier, this one. So you can, if you want to keep this to be a secret, you can always use Key Vault, for which I have created one more video how we gonna use Azure Key Vault inside ADF, and we can store this secrets inside the Key Vault and use the Key Vault directly here, so that we will not be exposing any of these endpoints or secrets here. So keeping this to be default, just create this. So I created the function app linked service. So I'm going to create a pipeline as well. So this gonna be my pipeline, and so I have to use the activity called Azure function. So I can just pull up here and I can just give the endpoints. So inside settings, I just have to give the linked service. I have to select the linked service first, then the function name. So my function name right now, it is, okay, I have to refresh this because I have cleared cookies. Yeah, so the function app name is I am in Azure Func, which is this. Then the type of method, as I mentioned, it can be an post or get request. So I'm selecting the post request, and in the body, I'm supposed to pass the name as the parameter, sorry, the key value. So name, then I'm going to pass it as testing from ADF, something like this. So once I have this ready here, I can just publish this. So you can see this publication is in progress. So once this is published, I can trigger this manually. If you want to trigger this on daily basis, you can create a new trigger also. You just need to hit here and create new. So you can select the time zone, and the start time. Then how frequently you want to run. Do you want to run it as based on hourly or daily, weekly, or once in a month, something like that. For now, I'm going to create trigger it manually. So before triggering this, I will show you the logs also, so that you will be able to see the logs. So I can just come to this window and test screen. Sorry, I don't need this. Actually, I can just hit this logs. And once this is connected, I'm going to trigger it manually. So yeah, this says you are now connected. So let's just trigger this. Trigger now. So you can see the message, it is running, and you can go to monitor section to check this. Okay, this failed actually. So let's see the reason for the failure. So you can always check it in the error section. So it says call to the provided Azure function. I am in Azure Func is failed. It says not found. So we made some mistake while entering the function. I believe we entered the function app name, not the function name. So here we have to give the function name, not the function app name. So this is where we have done the mistake. Actually, we need to give the endpoint name. So which is ADF endpoint. So we're going to use this here. Publish it again. And once this is published, we can trigger this. Yeah, this publication is completed. So let's just trigger now. Yeah, this is running. Let's see how it goes now. Yeah, you see this message succeeded. So you have to see here. Now it says executing the function endpoint, and this is the message that says this endpoint is triggered. So if you want to check the output, you can always check it here. You can go inside this function, sorry, the pipeline run, and you can check the response here in the output. So you see this message saying hello, testing from ADF, this HTTP is triggered. So this is how you can trigger your function from an ADF pipeline. So that's all I have for today. Hope you like the content. If you have any kind of questions, as I mentioned earlier, please feel free to add in the comment section. Also, I need your support, so please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you have any kind of feedbacks or suggestions on further videos, uh, please share it in the comment section, so I will improve that further. So that's all I have, guys. Thank you so much. We'll catch you in next video. Thank you. Bye.